7:24 a.m. February 24th, 2023. Happy birthday to my Opa, who I plan to go see and go visit his grave today. Woke up, saboteurs is what I'm trying to call them today. They were doing okay, and then immediately go back to stem blast. Lower level, yeah. But I'm over it. I'm staying here currently with people legitimately practicing in real time ignorance.
We can get into that a little bit
and
later.
I'm not for that.
Sit tight. We'll be back with you in just a minute. By the way, Lakers at Mavs. That one's Sunday on ABC. A great slate of games.
They really need to start seeing themselves as they really actually are. And stop trying to tell me who I need to see myself as when they can't even look themselves in the mirror.
Another example of the tension that existed between
hypocrisy
Wilson and the team over his 10-year tenure.
is why I'll go out and be loud instead of polite.
Fired Carroll and General Manager John Schneider with hopes that the
team
would hire Sean Payton to be the new head coach.
I was raised
that request was unfulfilled. And Russell made his way to Denver. He still got paid.
Cough.
In the end, though, obviously.
That's still a thing right now.
And I want to show you guys this tweet just now. Russell Wilson posted this about an hour ago. Quote, "I love Pete, and he was a father figure to me, and John believed in me and drafted me as well. I never wanted them fired. All any of us wanted was to win. I always have respect for them and love for Seattle." All right, we got the whole crew. Kim looking real cute, switching up the hair, RC at home. And RC, I want to start with you on this one.
Some things are always the same. Yes, Steven.
That's her jam.
Same old lime green fingernails, but let's go on. Let's go on. Let's go on.
Okay.
Let's go on. Just go on.
Ryan, tell me this. How do you think Russell looks now based on that report that we just heard and then the tweet that he just put out denying that?
I think Russell Wilson has been unfairly pushed into the realm where we want to now continuously judge his character. I think it's because many have felt that throughout his career, Russell Wilson has been extremely crafted, extremely image conscious when it comes to the way that he moves publicly, to the things that he does or says when he's dealing with the media. And so now that you hear about the office on the second floor in Denver or the quarterback coach inside the building, we're beginning to pile on to Russell Wilson because Russell Wilson didn't play well last year. Russell Wilson came out publicly, I think it was 2 off seasons ago, and said he wanted changes in Seattle. He said he wanted more of an opportunity to have a seat at the table. And so to think that Russell Wilson could have gone in and asked for John Schneider or for Pete Carroll to no longer be there, that is believable to me. For Russell Wilson to have respect for Pete Carroll,
practice
for Russell Wilson
and the little
to
things in
have
life,
appreciation that John Schneider drafted him,
bigger things
that's
in your
also
life.
believable to me. We hear these things about
take my word for that,
Aaron Rodgers.
Find out
we hear
however
these
you
things
want.
about the Tom Brady's. You hear the different quarterbacks who have cachets in their organizations asking for things to be done certain ways or being involved behind the scenes. So to think that Russell Wilson wouldn't be involved in something like this would be foolish. The problem is this. Because of Russell Wilson's well-crafted public persona and the things we've always wanted to believe about him, or the things he's always wanted everyone to believe about him, when we hear Russell Wilson may have wanted a coach fired, we go, huh, everybody clutches their pearls. Russell Wilson's a human who has emotions about other people that may not be positive sometimes. That's what...
I'm gonna go straight into reading since might as well. Today's title, John C. Maxwell's Daily Reader. Nothing but victory. Have you ever thought about what separates the leaders who achieve victory from those who suffer defeat? I think that victorious leaders have one thing in common. They share an unwillingness to accept defeat. The alternative to winning is totally unacceptable to them. As a result, they figure out what must be done to achieve victory. Whether it's a sports team, an army, a business, or a nonprofit organization, victory is possible as long as you have three components that contribute to a team's dedication to victory. First, unity of vision. Teams succeed only when the players have a unified vision, no matter how much talent or potential there is. Diversity of skills being the second. Can you imagine a whole hockey team of goalies? Or a business where there are only salespeople? It doesn't make sense. It's like a world with only robots. Every organization requires diverse talents to succeed. And when they're all programmed the same way. 3. A leader dedicated to victory and raising players to their potential. As former football coach Lou Holtz says, you've got to have great athletes to win. I don't care who the coach is. You can't win without good athletes, but you can lose with them. This is where coaching makes the difference. As a leader, be unwilling to accept defeat and lead your team to success. Right now it's Team Me. So, lines in the sand, drawn, spat, shit upon, so on and so forth. Over it. Practicing ignorance in real time on a continuous basis is not something I would recommend. Tried it. It doesn't fit well. Okay. On to Ryan Holiday's Daily Stoic, titled The Real Source of Harm. Keep in mind that it isn't the one who has it in for you and takes a swipe that harms you, but rather the harm comes from your own belief about the abuse. So when someone arouses your anger, know that it's really your own opinion fueling it. Instead, make it your first response not to be carried away by such impressions. For with time and distance, self-mastery is more easily achieved. Epictetus, Enchiridion 20. The Stoics remind us that there really is no such thing as an objectively good or bad occurrence. When a billionaire loses $1 million in market fluctuation, it's not the same as when you or I lose $1 million. Criticism from your worst enemy is received differently than negative words from a spouse. If someone sends you an angry email but you never see it, did it actually happen? In other words, these situations require our participation, context, and categorization in order to be quote-unquote bad. Our reaction is what actually decides whether harm has occurred. If we feel that we've been wronged and get angry, of course that's how it will seem. If we raise our voice because we feel we're being confronted, naturally a confrontation will ensue. But if we retain control of ourselves, we decide whether to label something good or bad. In fact, if that same event happened to us at different points in our lifetime, we might have very different reactions. So why not choose now to not apply these labels? Why not choose not to react? Great points. So without sound equipment, suggestion, and stim blast with human beings in the same vicinity, practicing ignorance in real time, absolutely. But yeah, basically. There's pretty much nothing else to say. They can continue on. Like, carry on there, folks. As soon as I'm in presence with anybody, in eye view especially, okay, we're gonna pretend like none of this is actually happening. I really wish all of what I have to hear could be heard by the audience, because it is so beyond ridiculous. Like, seriously, the psychological aspect of this is really where I am worried. Like, and we have a community of people that are all contributing in on this over and over again on a daily basis. Like, why? What do you get out of this? Must be some really good monetary compensation. Content must be extremely entertaining by the people who more or less have taken control of my life and imprison me, torture me on a daily basis. And the funny thing is, this is actually the kind of more or less best they've been in the morning in a cool minute. And they believe stim blasting my testicles is like a positive sign. So that's apparently to them what they think is a good thing. Stim blasting people, period, is not acceptable. Utilizing sound equipment on a mass level, having people show up in masses to all contribute to torture. It's the modern day equivalent of everybody meeting up for a lynching. Let the kids come see during their lunch break. Let's barbecue me. Ridiculous. And as soon as the truth confronts you in reality, guess what? They retreat into ignorance. That's a great example to set. Real leader of men. This guy wants to run a church? That scares me too. Literally going straight to it, like, it's probably gonna end up like leading the sheep to slaughter when he's gonna be having some of that meat for dinner. Next flock, here we go. Let's practice ignorance, folks. How about no? How about not that? How about we've been doing that for way too long? We're all far too smart, far too capable. I mean, the urgency of now, the luxury of cooling off. It's only been 3 years and some change. Complacency. Well, it's my opa's birthday today. I have not been to go see his grave in a very long time. One way or another, I'm gonna find it. So, here's to hoping that all the bullshit stops and goes away, right? I'm currently getting stim blasted to the back. The sound equipment and the suggestion has been turned down, but yeah, they are currently trying to stim blast my back and into I'm not sure what. But Yeah, the fact that everybody knows that stem blast is a thing. I don't know the actual scientific term here, but I really do hope I can spend some time just paying my respects. And they don't do this kind of shit over the top, even at the graveyard, even at a cemetery. Fucking little fly. That's how I know they're always following, man. Saboteurs. That's a nice word for them. Seriously, people. Like, how long do you guys want this to continue before you can actually be honest with yourselves? How many demonstrations are necessary before people finally are like, okay, yeah, this is fucked up. He's not crazy like that. He just literally is being tortured on a daily basis, on a minute-to-minute, hour-to-hour, day-to-day basis for going on a year. This it's just petty. Beyond, I mean, the fact that every person in the neighborhood, no matter which neighborhood I go to here in San Bernardino County, this is not only like blatantly aware, they continue to act like they have no idea, but their body language speaks louder than their words. Here's the, I'm hoping whoever's at control of stimming suggestion buttons, along with sound equipment, I'll be really, just disappointed if they go and set up sound equipment at the cemetery, man. That would be, again, beyond disrespectful. But anyways, hope everybody has a great Friday. Till next time.